Hello, my friends. Welcome to Authentic Tarot. Welcome to your reading. I picked some cards for you. Let's get started. So, the first card is the Ten of Wands. The second, the Eight of Cups. This is an incredible transformation of your life right now as you release heavy burdens. You're stepping away from something to heal. You have Temperance and the Ten of Cups. We have a lot of cups here, the 8 and the 10 and the Ten of Wands. So now you have two tens as well. This is pretty cool, my friends. As you step away to heal, you are arriving at a place of genuine, truthful, lasting fulfillment from your heart place. You are at a point right now where you are exhausted and you just can't carry the weight of those wands that you had been before. You are changing through default almost because you no longer feel that it's necessary for you to hold on to these burdens, these responsibilities. You're burnt out, and this is a situation in which it needs to change or go. So you are letting go today, letting go of the struggles that aren't productive for you anymore. If you aren't getting true fulfillment from this, you are making conscious choices to walk away, to not be defeated anymore. You have been so brave. You have been drained, and you have filled yourself up with all the emotional nourishment you need. And I believe you've been doing this by spirit, by having the faith that you are walking in your true essence. This has given you, my friend, the alchemy. You've taken it all with Temperance. You have taken your moods and you have allowed yourself to go on a journey, and you have patience. You turned all of this negative burdens and heaviness that you had before, and you have transformed them. You alchemized them. You took yourself further down that path of authentic joy and lasting happiness, and now you are recalibrating. You are aligning with this peace and your emotional satisfaction. And this is confirmation that you are letting go of all of this exhaustion and heavy burdens. No more of that. It isn't a loss. It is now what you need for further fulfillment, true to your higher calling. You are really addressing how you are going to handle control. You may not see it completely yet, but as this closing of a door and reaching towards the future, you're in that portal hole right now, and you're at the gate, you're at the door, and you just walk through, and you're waiting, and you're looking around, and you're going, now what? But with the world, you have the world here. The world is resisting this change. And, well, you have come full circle. This is a completion and an arrival. And you are ready to integrate into what it is that your future holds. You're letting go of holding on to things too tightly. You are keeping yourself far from the burdens and the friction that you once were a slave to. So, before you can step into your 8 of Cups, after your 10 of Wands, which you're walking away, you have to confront what the 4 of Pentacles is guarding. So, what are you afraid of losing? You need to release that grip and allow yourself to pivot in the direction that you are heading towards. It's heavy. I understand letting go of the past and what you're walking away from was pretty heavy. So you're keeping your balance. You are paving the way for your emotional peace that you well deserve, my friends. You are complete. You have this grand closure from the fear of scarcity. Your full circle is whole. And you are heading towards another outcome. And I see a flow and an integration of something very fulfilling that should be right in front of you. Although it may take a little while before you can ultimately see the journey ahead, because you're still letting go of the struggles you once had. And you've been so brave. You really deserve to give yourself a hug. I just picked the 2 of Wands. So, looks like you're going to be now at your crossroads again. I'm sure you have many choices on where you would like to push ahead. But this one is a threshold, a vision, and a decision that you will make. This is a time for your personal power to decide. You know, you have to use what feels good to you. And know that you will be safe. The Queen of Wands just came out, filled with her heart and her creativeness. That is definitely what you need at this time. You need to be creative, and you need to be kind. Kind to your own mind, to yourself, to your body, your stomach, everything. And kind to others. You may be feeling like an emotional shift and a little bit vulnerable at this time, but you are so self-assured at this time in your life that you are definitely magnetic, and you will see the results soon. You're going to feel a weight lifting from your body from your shoulders, from your pain will all disappear unapologetically, because you really committed to places and people that really needed you, and you were there, and you played this role, this life, this thing called life. You were like a martyr, but you can't stay in that position forever, because this puts out your fire. It dilutes your brilliance. It doesn't allow you to sustain growth if you're constantly feeling burdened or things that are too heavy for you to carry anymore. Wow. Look at this. The Two of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and now the King of Wands. Wow. This is such a beautiful, beautiful reading. You truly deserve happiness. You truly deserve to shift to your internal awakening, claiming your self-worth, claiming your creative visions, and executing your leadership positions with absolute mastery. That's what the King brings you, absolute mastery over your life. This is so beautiful. You didn't just dream, you're building your kingdom. And you have a clear picture of what that looks like. Now you'll be building this future with your passionate force and intellect and everything, especially your heart. You are such a spirit and a person who can walk through fire, I'm hearing. You're walking through the flames. It's like you stepped into a portal and you jumped in the water, your flame went out, and now you're back out of the water again, and you're burning brightly. But your fire, it isn't harsh. It doesn't cut away at the things that don't belong to you anymore. You have brought yourself out of the portal and into the new world that you have once dreamed of. You need to color that world some more, my friends. Be the ruler of your own domain. Execute your leadership and take the wheel, because it's time for you. This is the time now for you to lead the way. Thank you so much, my friends. Thank you for joining me. I love you so much. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for helping YouTube. This really helps YouTube when you like and you subscribe. And we want to keep YouTube going, because I hope to give you more content, and I hope it inspired you. Have a beautiful day. Peace and love always.